Howdy, hey! How is everybody? Let's give everybody a minute to hop on. Let Facebook notify the world that we are here. Well, I get everything situated. So as you guys jump on, definitely say hello. I know it takes, hey girly girl. I know it takes a minute for Facebook to notify the world that we are live. So we are going to give it a few minutes. We're going to chit chat for a while while I get everything situated. I know, I wish Facebook would let us do this ahead of time, but my girlfriend has a program that she uses that lets her have a countdown. That'd be nice. So, what has everybody been doing today? Where are we watching from? Give me some deets. What have you guys been up to today? It's been another rainy day here in Illinois. I have not checked in to see what our wonderful governor here in Illinois has decided yet either. Because he keeps locking us down tighter and tighter. So, if you're not in Illinois, I'm so jealous. So jealous. Let's see. So, what's been going on here today? Kylie got all her slime. All her things to make slime. And today and I'm just going to share chit chat, small talk with you guys as you hop on, say hello. But Kylie today came to me with her cell phone and said, Mom, how do you start a YouTube channel? And I was like, what? She's like, how do you start a YouTube channel? I think I just did. She's 8. And I'm like, bring me your phone. Bring me your phone. Come here. And she's like, I think I just did. You guys are so cute. She created a playlist. She thought she started a YouTube channel and had Mom having a heart attack. So that was the exciting moment of the day. I'm like, honey, you're 8. If you're gonna have a YouTube channel, Mommy has to control it. But she'll kill it on YouTube. She will kill it. She writes scripts and everything if you guys haven't seen that. So exciting news here in Jamie Marie world. My project manager, Courtney, is in the hospital having her baby, and I cannot wait. So, Court, if you're watching, I love you. I'm so excited to meet Tegan. I can't wait. So, with that happening, we brought on our new project manager to hang in with us and help us get through while Courtney's enjoying that little baby love. And she is helping us tonight, and it's Casey Tilker. So, hey, Casey! I know you're here getting everybody ready to go. So, give her a shout out because I could never do these trainings for you guys if it wasn't for them. I'm so grateful for them to help get us all lined up and situated. So, if you're hopping on, I know I've said it probably 100 times, but if you're hopping on, definitely let us know where you are watching from so that we can be sure to get started. Casey, I'm going to send you a quick text. Hold on, guys. So we got the slime, we got the YouTube channel figured out. It was just a playlist. Mom survived a minor heart attack. And you guys, last night, my dear sweet little girl asked if she could see a picture of her biological mom. Heartbreaking, but yeah, I was so proud of her. So with both of my girls that have been adopted, if you guys don't know, I have 4 kids. 2 are biologically mine and 2 are adopted from foster care. And with both of them, we have always told them that at any point in time when they're ready to look at pictures or see, ask questions, that they're more than welcome to do that. So last night she asked, and it was precious but sad. She's like, I don't know, she just asked so many questions, but anyway, I digress because I don't want to get all teary-eyed. So, we are going to have a blast tonight. We are talking about using your past to shine, which is so interesting since I was just talking about Kylie. She was crying and sobbing and she's saying, things before she asked, saying things like, I just don't think I'm made for this world. I just don't think I'm supposed to be here, Mommy. And she was exhausted. And I said, baby girl, you are. And so we did some affirmations and I had her repeat them with me. And I said, you are beautiful. Or I said, I am beautiful. And I said, now you say it. She said, I am beautiful. I said, I am strong. And we just went through those over and over. And I said, I have a place in this world. And she repeated it. It was the most precious time together as mom and daughter. Um, so I love that I can bring that into the girls' lives as well as your guys' as well. So give us some deets what you guys did today, and we're gonna try to keep it at an hour. We may go a little bit over, we may not. It just depends on where my heart leads, right? So I do respect your guys' time. I want to keep it under an hour, but sometimes the intuition tells me something completely different. So remember, the videos will be up until Tuesday night at 11:59 p.m. and then they're gonna be gone. Okay, because I think I've shared it probably every night. But these trainings will turn into a paid program. So I wanted to make sure I mentioned that again in case anybody is just hopping in here for the first time this week. And we are gonna get started. Are you guys ready? Drop it in the comments. Are you ready to boldly freaking stand in your power? What does that mean to you? What does it mean to boldly stand in your power? For you or for your life, for your family? Share with me what that means. And if you guys are catching the replay, please do the same thing. Let me know. And I do have some comments from last night to go back and check because when I woke up to Courtney going to have the baby, I was like, uh-oh. So I haven't been on Facebook that much today to go back and check comments and reply and things like that. So I apologize for that. We knew she was going to have a baby, but we didn't know when. So anyway, let's see. So grab your workbook. We're going to get started. It is going to be your best friend as we go through these trainings. If you've not caught the beginning of the week, definitely go back, watch those replays, dig in deep into your workbook and do the work, right? That's what we're here for. We're here to create change and to create impact and to bring value. I almost dropped my rock, my fidget, you guys. Tonight I have my rainbow one. She's so pretty. It's better than my chip clip, right? Thanks, Cass. I love doing this. I love it. I'm still kind of trying to calm down and center from the last hour or two, but we're good. So, Cass is my go-to queen. She keeps me grounded. So, in case you guys haven't met me, I am Jamie Murray, and I help visionary women reawaken their soul and elevate to their highest potential in their business or in their life by rewriting their life story. And it's just truly an honor, you guys. I mean, it's powerful. So I'm also the creator of the Rewrite Your Life Story 12-week experience as well, and have over 2 decades of entrepreneurial experience. So I have built businesses from the ground up with massive success, and that's what I want for you guys too. That's what I want to teach you. That's what I want to help you with. And I work with my clients as a coach, as a mentor, as a cheerleader, as a kick in the butt, right? I work with my own coaches so they can do the same for me. So your success is my happiness. And that is so, so true. Your success motivates me. So let me skip ahead because I don't want to go into that. We did that last night. So share in the comments with me one thing that you have gained this week, or that you have had an aha moment while you've been doing your work on your own, maybe at home. What is something that stood out to you, that's made an impact on you so far this week? Because this is day 3, guys. Well, this is day 3, gals. You're not guys. But we still have more days to go. We're not even finished yet. Give me a hell yeah if that's exciting to you, because I know it's exciting to me. So we're just still scratching the surface. And so far this week, guys, we've looked at, I'm going to have to take lots of drinks tonight. So far this week, we've looked at living your purpose with gratitude, right? Finding clarity and alignment inside ourselves, creating our hero story. And tonight we're going to talk about how to use your past to shine. And is anybody out there? Give me an emoji. Give me like a hands up or something. Like when you hear that, are you like, okay, Jamie, you're crazy. How am I going to use my past to shine? How am I going to do that? What are you talking about? I hear it all the time. So if you feel that way, it's okay. It's normal. But your biggest pain will become your biggest success. Okay? So your biggest pain, your biggest struggle, your biggest heartache, those things, those things are going to be where your impact is made on the world. Your stories of overcoming, your stories of becoming triumphant through your trauma. That's the change and that's the impact that you're going to make in other people's lives. You're going to give them that same gift, that same power, that same I don't know, just that same blessing. You're gonna create a ripple effect. I gotta get comfortable in my chair, guys. It's not comfortable tonight. So our pasts have the power to hold us back if we allow them. Or our pasts have the ability to catapult us forward to success. Which one of those do you want to experience? Which one of those do you want to bring forth in your life? I don't know about you guys, but I don't want my past to hold me back. I don't want my past to hold me captive. And as I was writing the outline and as I was getting your workbooks ready, I had this powerful visualization that I want to share with you guys. You guys know that I love story time, right? Stories are ways to connect. And let me check one quick thing. So I thought when I had it, I thought it was just me. I thought it was just something I was seeing, right? But I also know that I'm very intuitive and I don't just see things. So I was sitting there and I'm trying to find it where it's at. Where's it at? Where's it at? I wrote it out for you guys. So, and if you didn't see it, it was one of my posts today. But I might have to go to Facebook. I'm just gonna go read it to you from Facebook because I don't want to tell you wrong. Okay, I don't want to give you the wrong story in the wrong manner. So let me get to it on Facebook because I want to read it to you. Because it was so freaking powerful and it is about exactly what we're talking about. Okay, so yes, Cassie, your past technically doesn't exist anymore. That is so true. And all you have is the ability to decide where you want to go. Absolutely. Our life journey, our life story, we get to take the paths and the routes that we want to take. So the visualization, and forgive me for reading it, guys, but I thought I had it in my notes, but apparently I don't. So what I saw was hundreds of women, okay? Hundreds of women filling a dark space. They were stuck there. Hey, girl! They were grasping for the string to pull the light on or to switch a switch, okay? So they're in the dark and they're stuck. They're looking, like I visually saw this. It was like I was there with them. They were looking in the dark, fumbling, trying to find that string to pull or that light switch to turn on. And as they did that in the dark, they were tripping over the things that were laying in their way. Does it sound familiar? Does it sound like life yet? Because I thought it was just a simple little thing I saw, but no. They were bumping into each other. And then eventually, when they couldn't find anything in the dark, they fell to their knees in exhaustion, in defeat, so that they could crawl through the dark to get to the light. This is going to make me cry. It's going to make me cry. Because they just simply wanted to get through what was blocking them and find a path to get to the light. And I don't know about you guys, because I visually saw it and was visually there, I feel it so deeply, and I hope that you guys can feel that as well because it's so symbolic of our life. Has anybody ever been there? You feel like you're fumbling through in the dark, trying to get to the light, tripping over things, bumping into other people, and you finally fall to your knees in exhaustion, just hoping and praying that you can make your way to the light. I have been. I've been there before. So sometimes our lives keep us stuck in that dark room, and there's hundreds and thousands of women that are out there experiencing the same dang thing. The space in our hearts, the space in our minds, they're crowded because we're stuck in the dark. As we try to find our way through the darkness, we're tripping. We're bumping into others. By keeping our stories safe, locked up tight, holding on to the lies that bring that shame and that guilt and that fear, unworthiness, we're locked in a prison without a key. Whew, that's deep. And if you guys feel that as deeply as I do, I would say put your hand on your heart and feel it because you have the key. You have the key. And I've been there. I've overcome. Do I still struggle? Absolutely. Right? Healing takes time. Healing's never ending. I don't know about you guys, but I don't want to stay stuck in the dark. I don't want to stay stuck looking for the things, the pathway to the light. I'm done with that. Right? But you have to do the work. You got to do the dang work or you're going to stay stuck in that prison. And I want you to live out loud. I want you to share that story so that you can unlock your prison. You don't have to stay stuck there anymore. When you finally free yourself of those secrets that are lurking in the darkness, guys, you can see your light. You can allow your light to brighten someone else's sky, to brighten somebody else's life. So that's my challenge for you guys tonight. Oh, I don't have music on. That's why I wasn't feeling grounded. Let's do it. But that visualization was so real and so raw to me that I knew that I had to share it with you guys. I don't think we need to listen to Frank Sinatra about you guys. We might get kicked off. Let me find us some music. I don't know if you guys can even hear it, but let's find it. So, if you guys are ready to boldly stand in your power, drop it in the comments. Let me know. Okay? We're going to get started, so grab that notebook. Grab that notebook. And I promised you guys I was going to share my own story. Okay? So I'm going to share my own story. Makes me feel like I want to puke. But guess what? I can't challenge you to do the same thing if I don't do it for you. I've shared it in other places. I've shared it with other women. I've shared it on podcasts. But I need to be able to do it for each of you as well. Because I don't want you to get stuck in your bad stories and your past stories that are holding you captive. So you guys, right now, you guys see a happy, a bubbly, a crazy, silly, goofy Jamie over the last 3 days, right? Or if you watch the Wednesday night trainings, you've got to see that there as well. But a few years ago, that's not who I was. Not who I was at all. I'd walk with my head down. I wouldn't make eye contact with men. I was dressing down. I wasn't dressing true to who I was. I'd been alone and divorced for a few years. I was trying to figure out all of the new, like, alone, like the life alone. But in that time, I also was stuck in a very abusive relationship with a boyfriend that was an addict. And guys, I didn't even know it at the time. Well, I didn't know he was an addict. So probably a year and a half into the relationship, I suspected it, but I had no proof. So I was yelled at daily, getting anxious. Yelled at daily, torn down daily, called all kinds of horrendous names that I will spare you from. I will spare you from it because I don't want to trigger anybody. There were many days, many nights that I would lock myself in the bathroom or lock myself in the bedroom just to get away. And maybe some of you have been there yourselves. I literally felt like I had a pillow suffocating the life out of me, or like I was being dunked down in a pool of water and struggling for air, and then brought back up to get a gasp of air, and then pushed back down in the water. And it changed me. It changed me as a person. Couldn't look at anybody anymore. I couldn't connect with my friends because I had so much shame and so much guilt, thinking I was the cause of it. I'm not gonna cry, I'm not gonna cry, I'm not gonna cry. So in my past, I had built multiple businesses with massive, massive success. I used to dress. Now looking back, it's probably like a Barbie doll. Like if people saw me, I was probably looking like a Barbie doll, right? Because I was so confident. But then slowly that confidence was taken from me. My voice was silenced. I was told I'd never be anything to anybody. So because of the place I was at in my life and in my relationship, ultimately I couldn't breathe. And if anybody's been in that kind of relationship or abuse, you know what I mean. And I would tell you, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that that happened to you. You did not deserve it. It was not your fault. No matter how much they made you believe it was your fault, it was not. But remember how we've been talking about that no matter what happens, no matter what you try to do, you cannot take your purpose out of yourself. And that's so true. Because as I continued to try to pretend like everything was okay, every time I tried to get visible, every time I'd start to see success, he would show back up and pull me down to another dark place. That I'd put that business aside just to stay alive, just to stay afloat. And I didn't understand it. Like, guys, I'm trained in social work, I'm trained in trauma, I have extensive knowledge. So I kept asking myself, how did I end up stuck in an abusive relationship to an addict without even knowing my world was spinning out of control? And I had so much shame and so much guilt. I was broken. There were many days I thought about suicide just to make it stop, just to silence the noise. And guys, that's why, gals, this is why I do this for you. This is why this is so near and dear to my heart, because your story can help others. So, because I was trying to cope with that pain after he was gone, I was trying to cope with that pain. I started going out, drinking and partying, trying to cover up the pain, even just to be told that I was worth something, anything. Sometimes I'd even absorb myself into my hobbies or my projects. And I remember one night I was sitting out on a curb after the bars closed, and I was like sobbing, an uncontrollable, ugly cry, because I realized what I was doing. I was hurting myself to feel better. And I just asked myself, like, hey, you're an old lady. You're out here partying like you're 21 years old. Who are you and who have you become? But the alcohol made the pain go away. It gave me the courage to laugh. The men flirting with me or the girls complimenting me gave me that affirmation that I actually was something. No matter if it was right or wrong, that's what it was for me. Because all those things had been taken. There's so much more that I'm going to share with you over the next few days. I don't want to share too much and get anybody hurting or upset. But the thing is, guys, you are beautiful. You are so beautiful. And you are more than your story. You are more than the words that people have spoken to you. You are. I still struggle with it. I still do. I still struggle with somebody will say something. Like, I have a very hard time taking a compliment. I've trained myself to say thank you. I have a very hard time still accepting compliments because of the crap that was implanted in me. I'm still learning to rewire my brain. And that's what I help my clients with all the time. But I'm here to tell you that you are capable. You are made to fulfill a purpose. You have a story to tell. And if you need to, repeat that. Repeat it. Write it on your mirrors. I am capable. I am made to fulfill a purpose. I have a story to tell that somebody needs to hear. Get crying. I got makeup on. You girls. I almost even came with pigtails and a crappy like workout shirt because I was like, you're gonna cry. You're gonna cry. You have a purpose to fulfill. Somebody needs to hear your story. And I want you guys to come back the rest of the week so I can share with you more. Because, guys, that's not even scratching the surface of what my story of overcoming is. And I want you to know and see as a living example that you can do whatever you want to do. Nobody dictates that for you. And if you're stuck in a relationship like that, you're stuck in a situation like that with a family member or a parent or a sibling, I'm here to talk to you. I am so here to talk to you. And I believe in you, and I want you to believe in you. So that's why I do the work of rewriting, helping women rewrite their life story. Because when we've been through that, we have to rewrite our story. We have to rewire our brains. Our brains are plasticity, are full of plasticity. We can change them. We can mold them. Okay? So let me go. Oh, you guys have so many comments. I love you. We don't see it in our own lives when we're helping others. Yes, Danielle. Yeah. And once we get past that, helping others allows us to heal as well. Shannon said, me too, you're not alone. I love you. I love you guys. It's the struggle of receiving, not giving. Yes. We give all the time, but rarely ever focus on being open to receiving. I am so guilty of that. And you know what it's from, Cass? It's from being told for so many years. You don't deserve that. I'm not going to give that to you. And that's part of rewiring my brain. It's part of rewiring my past and rewriting my story and teaching myself a new habit, just like many of you guys that are here. So that's a little bit of my story. And like I said, I want you guys to come back the rest of the week because I'm going to share some more with you. Because I want you to see what is capable, what you can overcome. Not because I want to brag on myself, not because I'm being boastful. Because guys, it was hell. Freaking hell. But because I want you to know that there's hope for you, for your family, for your friends, for anybody that you meet, because you're made to make an impact. So moving in to moving into where's my rock? Where's my rock? Moving in to the workbook, okay? And if you guys have anything to share, I know that was raw and I know that was very real. If you guys have anything to share, please, please feel free to share. If that touched you in any way, let me know. So I bet you guys you're sitting there thinking like, okay, so like I hear you, Jamie. I hear you that my past leads to my impact that I'm gonna make, but how the heck do I use my past to shine? Or you're saying you have no idea what I've been through, girl. You have no idea what my life's been like. And you're right. You're right indeed. I don't. But I hear you. And I know that I've walked through some of those things that you have or those feelings that you have. Not in the same way, not in the same experience. But that's what I'm here for. To hold you up, to be that arm that lifts you up when you don't feel like being lifted up. And as we go through the next few trainings and I share more with you, you guys are going to see that you can do it too. I want to be that person that you can depend on when you're having a bad day, when you're down. But I also want you to be the person that says, I'm done, I'm sick, I'm tired of being sick and tired. I want to do the work. I want to boldly stand in my power to go from trauma to triumph. That's why I called this what I did. And the truth of the matter is, guys, everywhere we look, somebody's been through a painful experience. Some more painful, some more heartbreaking. We've lost people we love. We've grieved maybe years of bullying or rejection or being excluded, right? Or maybe we even have personally old anger that still gets triggered. We hear how important it is to move on, to forgive, to let go. But those words, maybe sometimes we just don't know where to begin. And if you've been hurt deeply and you've tried therapy and you've tried meditation and self-help practices or prayer, and maybe you're not completely free of that old wound, I hear you. I hear you. Because I've done years of therapy. And it wasn't until I feel that God gave me the Rewrite Your Story program, that I truly had that breakthrough. That I truly understood what it meant that life didn't happen to me, it happened for me. And you guys, I would go through it 100 times over again if it meant saving one woman from going through it. That's how deep this passion and purpose is inside of me. And I know you have something that deep as well. We just have to uncover it and unlock it. And that true freedom requires the courage. Sorry, I had to get rid of that because I gotta move again. That true freedom requires the courage to embrace what's happened to you and use it to change the world. And when you go back and look at the most difficult periods in your life and feel gratitude instead of bitterness, because you finally understand it was all part of God's plan. And trust me, I know that sounds crazy. I do. But when you recognize that, it can be a catalyst towards realizing your purpose. And that's when everything changes. Because you can turn that pain into purpose and allow it to melt away the resentment and the pain and to replace it with a rare joy, a renewed sense of life. There's no greater comfort to someone that's suffering than another person that has been there, has survived, and is willing to take that person's hand and guide them out of the darkness. And if you guys have been in a situation like that yourself, you know what I mean. Because how many times did you say to yourself, I just wish there was somebody that could help. I just wish there was somebody that could get me out. I just wish that there's somebody that could make the pain go away. I love you too, Danielle. I love you too. I'm trying not to cry. So, how do we work to see the light in our past with confidence, right? Like, I want to say, like, what the what? You have to ask yourself the right questions. And guys, we're only scratching the surface on what we do in that program. This is some of the pieces that I'm doing tonight and covering. Ask yourself, is it possible that you've been looking at the painful memory in the wrong way? And I think, guys, I'm not positive. I don't have it up on my screen. I think that might be some of the questions that are in your workbook that I created. What if what if some of the rough times and the pain that you've been through was a gift that you weren't, not a gift for you to go through the pain, but a gift for you to share that you weren't meant to understand until much later? Or what if the loneliness that you endured in school, or an abusive marriage or relationship that had you afraid to trust again, or maybe a sickness that broke your spirit, was it really something divine all along to prepare you for a powerful role of saving others? You see how those questions can shift the pain that we feel? Because what we're doing, guys, is ooh, that screen's bright now. By asking ourselves the right questions, we can shift how we look at our pain and at our trauma, and we can see a whole different side of it. What if you were handpicked to make a difference? And if you feel like that's you, if you feel like you were handpicked to make a difference, give me an emoji or tell me in the comments, I was handpicked. I just don't know what for yet. Or I was handpicked to do this. I would love to know what's in your heart. I would love to know what's in your soul. No matter what anybody's told you, I want to know what you think. Because guess what? I do hear you. I do believe in you. And you will never hear me doubt you. Never. That's why I pour so much into my clients. Because we need to be heard. We need to be understood, and we need to be valued. And that's what I bring to the table. But then from those questions, we have to begin to clarify that experience or that situation to gain an understanding of the lessons that we learned with those experiences. We have to clarify that experience. We have to sit in the quiet. Allow ourselves to think back on that painful period in our life that we can't let go of, that's holding us tight, that we don't feel like we have the key for. The one that prevents us from living fully. And what I want you to do is, if you do that, I want you to sit down with a notebook or journal. I want you to jot down as many memories as you can recall. It doesn't feel comfortable, I promise. But as you think of one, you're going to think of another, and you're going to think of another. And if you can begin to map that out, it doesn't need to be in chronological order. It doesn't need to be. And if you guys end up joining us in Rewrite Your Life Story at some point in time, then we'll get to the steps where we look at it chronologically. But it doesn't need to be right now. I want you to get it out so you can start to let it go. Handpicked to make a difference. You are, Danielle. You are. You so are. Cass, thank you. Thank you. I might get stressed out and it might be crazy and kooky, but when I drop into my heart about this is the work I love to do. You guys, this is scrolling out from my notes and from my outline, but for years I was told by coaches, don't, makes me mad, don't work with people that have had trauma because it's going to be too heavy for you. And I listened because I was conditioned through the abuse to do everything everybody told me to do. If they had met me years before that, I would have been like, no, I'm going to do what my heart feels led to do. But because of the abuse, I would listen and I would do, listen and I would do. But as you guys can see, as I talk about this, shouldn't have listened. Shouldn't have. Because this is my purpose. This is my passion. And this is something that you guys have inside of you as well in whatever area is made for you. But back to your journal and your notebook. I want you to write down as many things as you can recall from that time in your life, whatever comes to mind. Don't worry about full sentences. Don't worry about if your grammar is correct. Just let your heart spill freely onto that paper without judgment of yourself, without fear, and release those memories. Release them. And then I want you to take a step back. And as you guys can tell, this is why it's a 12-week process. It's not something you can just do in one night. But you have the workbook. You can do the work, right? You can hop in. You can hop into the program. So I want you to take a step back once you've done that. And I want you to begin to think of your life as a story that's unfolding before your eyes, and that you're the author of that story. Because you can and you will have a life story that's rewritten if you're committed to doing the work. Don't tell yourself that it needs to be perfect. On paper, it's paper, guys. We can start over, we can redo. Okay? The key is just to get it out and start to be able to process it. And probably in the notes I have to go through and organize it chronologically and things like that, but we're not focusing on that right now. I want you to bullet point maybe the memories, or if you're a color coder, like, you don't have to go to that extent, but if you want to, go for it. That's what I did when I did it, because I'm an overachiever in that regard. And then I want you to put it aside. I want you to put it aside for a few days. And during that time, I want you to think about your talents and your strengths and what gives you joy. If you like to write, or do you like to speak, or do you like to have face-to-face interaction? What are your talents and strengths? And just allow yourself to feel in the quiet. Because at some point, guys, at some point you're inevitably going to have to confront your past or your pain and deal with it and learn from it so that you can reveal your gifts. The gifts for the world, the gifts for yourself, for your children, for your family. And I want to be somebody that can help you with that. I want you to get in touch with that. Ask yourself, where do you feel those memories in your body? Like, for example, for me, anytime I start to get triggered or have that pain, it's all in my shoulder. Our bodies are a physical representation of what's happening in our subconscious and in our minds. And ask yourself, what pain is that? What feeling is that that's causing that to happen in my body? Because when we start to recognize those things, then that can allow us to let it go even more, because we can recognize them before they even come up. Like, if my shoulder starts to hurt, I can go, okay, that's telling me that this is starting to bother me. And I can take a step back and reflect on it and try to reset what I'm feeling, or maybe what's starting to boil up inside of me. Cass, can I show you the way? What do you mean, baby? I'll show you the way. All you gotta do is hop in the program. I'll show you the way. Because I can't go live for 12 weeks in a row, every night. But I don't. Let me know what you mean, because I know that's not what you mean. That was just me being silly. Um, there you go, getting all goofy. I want you to explore all the emotions that you feel, and really tune into your heart. Really tune into your body. And just to become aware and present, to focus on solutions once you start to find those things and not the problem. We're going to rewire your mind. We're going to rewire your thinking. But we can't do that unless you're committed. Unless you're committed to that change. So I want you to separate then the pain from the purpose. Because life is not just a simple little box, right? We can be experiencing multiple challenges at one time. But when we begin to find the lessons as well as the struggles that we endured, we can begin to put together that new life story. Because our struggles mold and shape us into who we are today, even when we don't think it's possible. How many of you guys have thought, nothing's possible anymore? I'm a shattered piece of glass that can't ever do or can't ever amount to anything because I'm ashamed of what I've been through, or I feel guilt for what I've caused. I'm unworthy of success. Those are all lies that your mind tells you from your experiences or from what people have spoken to you. Those are all lies that we have to break through. So, can I show you the way? Yes, like you say, hurry up. She says, I'm ready. I'm ready. So when we look at like my example of my abusive relationship, right? The positive lessons that I learned as I overcame it and as I began to rewrite my life story, as I learned to take a stand for myself. I learned to use my voice and to slowly gain my voice back. And I didn't live in a prison anymore where I felt like I couldn't breathe. I used to say that all the time to him. I'd say, I feel like you have a pillow over me, suffocating me, taking my breath from me. But being able to gain my voice back was a powerful, positive lesson that I gained. So you see how with that simple shift, yes, it's painful, but by that simple shift, I can see that experience completely different. And that's what I want for you guys. So the other lessons I learned was I gained an understanding of people that have experienced abuse. I never understood why people stayed. They stayed because they're freaking scared. They stayed because they were conditioned that if they didn't do the right thing, it'd get worse. I gained a deep knowledge of drugs and addiction. So I know how to relate to those people because I lived it. I wasn't the addict, but I lived it. And I know how to speak to women that have been in the same situations. And oddly, I gained a confidence that I am worthy of being loved. And those are the same things I want for you. I want to be able to take what you've experienced and help you see things through an entire different lens so that you can reach for the people that you're made to impact, so that you can create the success and even the income that you deserve and desire. And I promise you, as you begin to do the work, you guys are going to see your story and your purpose become a lot clearer. Because we can't help anyone if we haven't walked in their shoes, right? These people are going to end up being your people. And I promise you that. I promise. But it also requires you to learn how to trust yourself. Cass is ready to rewrite her life story. Hell yeah! I may just have to open the doors for you guys a little earlier than the rest of the world. I don't know. Who here wants that? Should I open the doors for you guys a little earlier than I was for everybody else? So you have to learn to trust yourself. Because as you step into this journey of rewriting life's story and healing, there's going to be moments when you second guess yourself. Or there's going to be moments when things, when things don't turn out the way you hoped. Not because you're not doing the work, but because like I said last night, sometimes the work that we do and the growth that we have, sometimes it's not. Sometimes it's not obvious. My hair's stuck in my shirt. Long hair problems. And there may be times that it feels painful or that you want to hide. Ow. But I want you to stay the course and not give up. I want to be at your side saying, girl, you got this. We're going to do this. You're not giving up. And you also may find it helpful to turn to others who've turned their pain into purpose. So you have to trust in yourself and turn your story into a story of affirmation, boldness, courage. You have to boldly live out loud. So you can walk into that new story, into that new journey. And it's through the trials and the tribulation and the struggles that our gifts begin to emerge. Oh, here we go. And shine. Because by overcoming temptation or the troubles, we're made stronger. We can make a bigger impact. We can use those scars that we have for so much good. And guys, if you picture like you fall down at a playground, right? And you're bleeding. You're gonna doctor that. You're gonna clean it out. You're gonna put maybe some ointment on it to try to aid the healing, to make the healing faster. You're gonna put a bandage over it. But ultimately, when that bandage comes off, you may still have a scar. But guess what? As it begins to heal, that scar gets lighter, that scar gets less recognizable, and maybe in some cases, with certain things, you can't even see the scar. I can tell you, New Year's Eve, I burnt, you can't even see it. I burnt myself. See it right there? It was purple for months, and now you can barely see it. And that's the same thing that we do with this work. So you can make your past be a source of confidence, knowing that you're not going to make those same mistakes again. You're not going to be affected by those things again because you've learned, you've grown, your worth is more. And there's women that need to hear from you. I don't know how many times you guys will hear me say that this week. That should be the title of my workshop. Those women need to hear from you. They need to hear your story. They need to know you're not alone. That you have a legacy to fulfill. So who is that woman? What is she experiencing? What makes her cry? What's she afraid of? Tell me about her. Describe her in as much detail as you can and give her a name if that makes it easier. And there's some more questions in your workbook that you can work through about who you're called to impact. So we have to use our gifts as a way to shine. You guys, how long have I been live? Ooh, But hurry up, huh? So, whether it's something that somebody else did to you or a mistake of your own doing or something else altogether, some events leave a mark on us. And no matter what we do, that mark can leave a lasting impression on us for the rest of our life. But the more we heal, the more we do the work, the more we wash and cleanse it out, the less visible it's going to become. And I don't know about you guys, but that excites me. Those things have the potential to make you better, even if the experience wasn't any fault of your own. I need to check my notes because we're going to have to hurry. Unless you guys are okay. If you guys are okay, you're getting stuff out of this. You guys are really quiet tonight, so if you're getting stuff out of this, let me know and I'll keep going. But when we look at our experiences with a different lens, then that allows us, like if a curveball hits us, right, in life, unexpected, then we can handle that differently. Because the more we're rooted in our present, living life one moment at a time, the more you're going to be able to adapt to those unexpected events as they come up. Yeah, they might still hurt like hell, but over the long run, you're going to notice a huge difference in your ability to handle it with grace, gentleness to yourself. Like a tree that's roots have like stretched deep down into the earth, right? When you see that you have the ability to weather any storm with grace and with poise, that's a fancy word. Where did that come from? You can gain a confidence that nobody can take from you. Nobody can take from you. And that, sorry. Where'd my music go? No! You guys, I accidentally turned my music off. No. Poop nuggets. Okay, there we go. Sorry. So, like I said, guys, what we went through is just a glimpse of what we do inside the program. It's just a glimpse of what we do inside of the 12-week program. And I was going to open those doors to everybody tomorrow and share more with everyone tomorrow. But if you guys would like that opportunity to be the first 5 for those extra bonuses that are going to hop in, or if you feel called or led to this and you want to know information before the doors are officially open, reach out. Book a call with me. Number 1, book a call with me because I want to help you have a breakthrough. Guys, it's a 30-minute call. 30-minute call for free where I'm going to put the link in the comments. It's a 30-minute free call where we can get you unstuck. Give me a second. So it's in the comments, guys. The link is there. It takes you straight to my calendar. Hop on the phone with me. You guys hear my heart. I want to connect with you on an even more personal level. Let's talk. Let's hop on the phone. Let me give you some things that I've learned. Let me give you some tips. Let me listen and validate you. Validate your experience. Let you know you're not alone. I want to talk with you. So I've been giving you some of the stuff. We're just scratching the surface on the 12-week program, intimate coaching program, where we do rewrite your life story. And as you guys see, this is just the beginning. This is like a surface level of what we do. And I'm going to share more details with you on that tomorrow. More details with you on how you can jump in, how you can be a part of that experience. But if you're ready now, let me know. Let me know, and I will get you the information that you need before those doors even open. Because the first 5 people that jump in, are going to get an even better, even more exclusive experience. So, if you guys have any questions, Cassie's in. Ooh, ooh, I love you, girl. I can't wait to rewrite your life story. I can't wait. So, you know what, you guys? Here's where I'm at. Screw it. I'm going to tell you about it. Not planned, because it's not opening until tomorrow. But you know what? If you're here, if you're doing the work, and you're ready, why wait till the freaking doors open? I was going to tell you the details of it tomorrow, but why? Why not do it now? While you're here. So, if you are ready, or if this sounds familiar to you, people have told you maybe that your dream is too big. They're a liar. People have told you that you aren't enough. You are enough. People have shown you that love equals pain. Love is mercy and grace. Maybe people have silenced you. Now's the time to speak boldly, because fear is a liar. Your battle has chosen you to be a warrior and a fierce freaking leader. You aren't missing pieces. You aren't missing pieces. They're unfolding right before your eyes. Because your situation doesn't make you, it reveals you. And there's no greater cost than not walking into your dreams. Because you are a beautiful masterpiece with perfectly made pieces. You were given the pieces of the puzzle for your masterpiece before you were ever born. The new you begins today. The new Cassidy, because she's a bold action taker, the new Cassidy starts today. I want your name to go there. I want your name to be that success story. So like I said, guys, it doesn't even open until tomorrow, maybe Friday. But like I said, screw it. I'm going to share it. Because if you're here and you're doing the work, you deserve to know. You deserve to have that opportunity to jump in sooner than everybody else. So it's a 12-week intimate coaching program that's a group program. I'm not going to go into depth on it. But if that's something that you feel called to or led to prior to hearing more about it, send me a direct message. Get on the phone with me. Let's talk about how it can be a good or is a good fit for you. Let's do that. So if you're ready to unveil the life patterns that have created your life story, if you're ready to acknowledge the past traumas, how they've impacted your future, if you're ready to unlock your potential by eliminating your darkness, unlocking your emotional freedom, so you can be confident in your decisions based on who you are and being authentic and live free, knowing you have a purpose. By the end of the 12 weeks, guys, your life's going to change. Your life is going to change. You're going to know and fulfill the exact calling that was planted in your DNA. Not my DNA. Not your mom's DNA, and not your dad's DNA, in your DNA. And we're going to begin to do the healing and the work that you need to do so that you can start to change lives in a bigger and a bolder way. And guys, if this is something you feel called to, you can get started for minimal cost, a minimal investment. and you can personalize your own experience. And like I said, I'm not gonna go into all the details. I'm not gonna go into all the fancy pants stuff, right? But if you're feeling called or you're feeling led to do this with us and to step into this program, I encourage you to get in contact with me right away. Because as soon as those spots are full, they're full. And the first 5 of you get an extra special bonus. extra special secret sauce bonus. So, if you guys don't have any questions, I like that phrase, unlocking your potential. I know, right? I know. Unlocking your highest potential. I have this really cool girlfriend that I think she came up with that. Not sure. So, I'm going to start to close up for the night, guys. We've done some immense work. We've had some very raw and real, vulnerable conversations. If you're watching the replay, I want to hear from you. If you're just hopping on, go back and watch the replay. It was deep. We almost had Jamie in an ugly cry. But an ugly cry of healing, right? And I want that for you guys as well. So you can spend countless hours in therapy. You can spend countless hours waiting for that breakthrough. Or you can hop on the phone with me and we can talk. We can connect on a personal level. So I want to give you a shout out that if tonight you're one of the ladies that's like, I'm in, girl. Give me the link, I'm in. I wanted to give you a shout out for being an action taker. For being ready to change your ever-loving life, man. So, let me check and see if there's anything else I was going to share workbook-wise. At the same time, guys, if you feel that you're not somebody that's needing this program, or that you're ready to jumpstart your business or your success, let me know, okay? Let me know. There's many ways that we can work together. And I promise you're never gonna find a coach that's in your corner, or a mentor that's in your corner like I am. Because I love you guys. My heart is on fire for you guys. So don't forget, guys, we have 3 more days of training to go. I'm supposed to have a few guests popping in, doing some trainings, or sharing their stories of overcoming in the group as well. I'm not exactly sure on the dates and the times, but I'll get that to you. But make sure you have your notifications on so that when that happens, you can jump in, right? You can jump in and enjoy what they're sharing or their story. And also, like I said, I'm going to be sharing more with you. You guys, I just got a text of the baby. Courtney's baby's here. Tegan's here. Oh, that might make me cry. The baby's here. Court, if you watched a replay, congratulations. My eyes are filling up with tears. So don't forget, we have 3 more days at least. I might throw in a few bonus sessions in there for you guys. Again, if you wanna hop in before those doors open, get on a call with me. Let's see how we can make it happen for you. I would love to have you be my next success story. I would love to help you free yourself from the prison that may be holding you back, so you can boldly step in. So tomorrow night, same time, same kooky crazy me. Come and be ready for a breakthrough. Don't forget, post on the homework thread. Add any questions that you might have in the question box inside the tribe. And I'm gonna hop off. I'm gonna go eat some dinner. I'm sorry I took up extra time tonight. I think I'm like 10 minutes over-ish. I hope that's okay with you guys. So, your story matters. You matter. And the world needs to hear your story. The world needs to hear your voice. And just like I tell you every night, your soul's calling brought you here. The past has been preparing you all along. And the future future's waiting for you to shape it. So girl, get out there. Grab a hold of it. Grab a hold of it so you can make that change in the world because they need you. I love you, love you, love you. I can't wait to see you tomorrow night. Have an amazing night. I can't wait to hear from you. Bye. Maybe. I can't end it.